For those of you who watched last week's video, I talked all about how you can process emotion. Today, I am moving on a little bit deeper into that in some really helpful emotions or attitudes that you can use when you are feeling in a place that you're just being controlled by your emotions, or you're in a bit of a stuck or frustrated or disappointed, whatever emotional state that you don't want to stay in, and you recognize it's not helpful to stay there. I want to share with you a couple of really helpful feelings and attitudes that you can adopt to move forward. I'm Ketorstad. I am a women's life empowerment coach, and I am passionate about equipping you, inspiring you, challenging you, and empowering you with the tools, strategies, and tips to grow in your faith, to renew your mind, and to overcome the challenges and things holding you back from living the abundant life that God's calling you to. So let me share with you some really helpful thoughts and emotions and attitudes that can help shift you from that place. Now, we go through different seasons in life. We go through ups and downs. Sometimes it's circumstantially. We find ourselves in a circumstance that we wish we could change, and we blame that circumstance as the reason why we're feeling the way that we are and the reason why we can't move forward. Other times, we like to blame it on others, those around us, those who have caused us pain or discomfort or frustration, whatever it is. I know, especially being married in a relationship, we go through different seasons and we have arguments or disagreements. I, being someone who overthinks things and is the type of person that, I don't know about you, but generally human nature is our opinion and our thoughts are right. The other person and everyone else is wrong, right? We like to hold to the reality that, well, my perspective is right, yours is wrong. And when we do that, we come from this self-righteous place where I don't know about you, but I like to ruminate, overthink all of the different things that went on in the argument and hold to my self-righteousness that says, well, I'm right, and I can't believe you did that, and I can't believe you think that or said that or whatever it is, and stay in that place feeling and stewing on all of those feelings, and in a way justifying myself to stay angry or to stay disappointed or whatever, to stay in that place, thinking that, like when I do this, I'm going to make him feel worse. But do you know what it does? It makes us feel worse. It keeps us captive. It keeps us in a much worse place, and we're not able to be free. And a lot of the times, especially if we've had arguments at nighttime, and we haven't always made up before we go to bed, I get so frustrated that he has the ability to fall asleep and I'm laying there stewing on it. So clearly it's bothering me more than it does him. And so through this process, through this journey, especially being married, I've recognized how important it is for me to deal with those things in my mind, in my heart, to get myself free and to get to that place of quickly forgiving rather than hanging on to it in self-righteousness, in justification, to hold myself there in that place. I don't know why, I just felt to share that. So maybe that is relevant for some of you listening today. So regardless of where we find ourselves, how we are feeling, what place we're feeling a bit stuck in, I want to share with you 4 main attitudes and emotions that can help shift you out. The first one I want to share with you is gratitude. Gratitude does wonders for shifting us out of a place, especially if we're feeling discouraged, depressed, stressed, or overwhelmed by all the things going on. If we stop to shift our focus, we are in control of what we're focusing on. We are in control of our thoughts, even though there's all these different ones popping up. We can choose to decide to focus on something else. So when we start to put gratitude in the forefront of our mind, for number one, to lift our eyes up to the Lord and to praise him, to thank him, to have gratitude towards God for who he is, for all that he's done, reminding ourselves again of his goodness, He is good regardless of what our circumstances are, and believing what his word says is true, but also reminding ourselves of what we are grateful for in our everyday life, even if it's as little as or insignificant as those everyday basic needs that we have. We as humans have basic needs to have food, water, shelter, comfort, relationship, or belonging. So if we have those basic needs being met, if we have food to eat, if we have water to drink, if we have shelter, if we have a bed to sleep in, they're things that we can start to shift and turn our focus to and be grateful for. And write a list. I encourage you to write a list, even if it's something that you find you're in a place where, especially at night, you get overwhelmed, you get stressed, all these different thoughts are coming up. To have a routine or a habit where you are writing down the things that you're grateful for. You could even do it in the morning as part of your morning routine, or anywhere throughout the day, to stop and write down a list of things that you're grateful for, and then speak them out loud. I'm grateful for the home that I have. I'm grateful the relationships that I have. I'm grateful that I have children. I'm grateful for the view that I get to look at. I'm grateful that I have a car. I'm grateful for I have clothes to wear. I'm grateful for the fact that I can go out of my house and go for a walk. I'm grateful for whatever it may be. The ability to feel emotions, whatever it may be. Start writing it and start just even looking at the simple things. I'm grateful that I have breath in my lungs and I'm alive. When we are shifting to an attitude of gratitude and to thinking of those things that we are thankful for, it starts to shift things in that internal place where we're so focused on the toxicity and the negativity, helps us to shift out of that. And in doing so, it starts to lift our focus and lift our emotions. So that's the first one, gratitude. The second one is curiosity. Curiosity is a really helpful emotion because regardless if you are in a situation that you just feel frustrated with, or you're in a relationship challenge where you're disagreeing, things aren't going well, whatever it may be, if you've been offended, things have happened to you, if you can get to a place of curiosity, it helps you to shift out of that shame and blame attitude. Here is an example. If you're in an argument with someone, or someone does something to you and offends you in a way, instead of taking that personally, and I know that has been a huge struggle for me, of taking things personally, start getting curious. Like, ask yourself, I wonder why they did that. I wonder what he or she has got going on today that they reacted in the way that they did. Instead of taking it personally and making it mean something about me, I can just say, you know what, maybe it doesn't mean anything about me. Maybe it's completely about what he or she is going through in this season. Maybe he's having a really stressful day. Maybe there's a lot on his mind right now that's caused him to react that way. Most of the time, it's not about us anyway. It's about what that other person is feeling and going through, and they're reacting from that place. Or even just asking the question, I wonder why I'm triggered in this way, if we're responding or reacting in a certain way ourselves. Getting curious and spending that time to calm yourself down, as I talked about last week, taking those time to pause and to breathe and to calm down and get curious. Why was I even triggered? Why did I react in that way? I wonder why. I wonder what caused me to do that. Curiosity is a really helpful emotion because it disengages that heightened emotional response that we have and connects into that creative problem-solving part of our brain. I wonder why. Is it possible that, thinking about the possibilities, is it possible that, there's a reason why that person did that, or there's a reason why this is happening? Not stepping into like the self-pity of like, oh, why is this happening to me? Oh, this is so frustrating. It always happens to me, right? But more into the curious thoughts and feelings. I wonder. I wonder. The third emotion that I want to share with you is the emotion of sufficiency, which also could be labeled as acceptableness or okayness, or the ability to be okay. And this is really helpful if you are finding yourself in a situation that doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. It is not helpful to be sulking or self-pitying or seeing yourself in this place as, I can't believe I'm here, this is so terrible, judging ourselves and the situation and being like, this is so bad, I can't believe this is happening, oh, this is so terrible. That is not a helpful emotion. It's okay, yeah, we can react in that way. It's human nature, human experience to be upset, and we need to allow time and space for us to feel how we feel in the moment. But as time goes on, if we are remaining in that place with those same thoughts, they're not going to help us move forward or get out of it. When we come to terms with, we're okay with the situation being the way it is, it's okay. I'm coming to terms with, I'm accepting that this is okay. It's not okay in terms of, I want to stay here. It's not, maybe not okay if whatever the person did to you, if someone did something to you, it's not saying, well, that's okay then. No, it's just saying, well, this is where I'm at. I can't necessarily see that I can do anything about changing it immediately here and now and getting out of it here and now. So this is where I'm at. I'm okay with where I'm at. And God is with me right where I'm at. When we get to that place, we're accepting, we're okay with it, and that we can be in this place where we're sufficient in who we are, where we are, what we have right here and now. Then we're not in this urgency or hustling, trying to get out as quick as we can and desperately looking for the answer to get us out. It kind of calms us down and brings us to this place of rest, that we can be like, all right, I'm not going to camp out here. I'm not going to be here forever. This is not permanent, but I can be here in this place and it's okay. I'm not dying. Things aren't falling apart. Things aren't going to completely explode here and now in the next little while. And when we can come to terms with being okay with where we're at, then it's from that place that we can start to think, all right, what are some thoughts that are going to help encourage me out of this place? Even if it's just to take one baby step after another. I'm okay with where I'm at. I'm not desperate. I'm not hustling. I'm not striving. I'm okay with where I'm at. And in this place of rest, tuning into the voice of the Lord. Lord, what are you saying to me in this place? How are you showing me? What are you showing me about it? Maybe it's God's will that I'm in this challenging place because he desires for me to grow. He desires for my character to grow. So humbly coming and being like, all right, Lord, you're here with me. You're in this place. What can I learn from this? And what is the next steps to move forward from this place? So that's the third one: gratitude, curiosity, and acceptableness or sufficiency. And the last one that I want to share with you is service or love. And this is more of an attitude, but it can be an emotion. But it's when we come to that place of service and love, of putting others' needs and others above ourselves, shifting the focus off of ourselves and onto how we can bless, love, serve, honor, respect others. It does amazing things as well. It is human nature for us to look inward and focus on ourselves. And when we do that, it heightens all the problems, all the things that's wrong, all the things that aren't right. But when we focus on others and see and do all these other things, get curious about, well, maybe there's something going on for them. Maybe they're not in a good place. How can I love and how can I serve them in a way that really honors them and respects them? And this is especially true if you're in a relationship, if you're married, if you're finding yourself in a relationship where it's really easy after a while to be so self-focused that we think, well, what's in it for me? Or they need to be meeting my needs, or they never do this, they never do that, right? And judging them and looking at how they're not doing the thing to make this marriage work or make this relationship a good one. But what if we take our responsibility of, all right, maybe they're in a tough place. What can I do? Even if I'm in a challenging place, but what can I do today? What can I do this week to love him in a way that really speaks to his heart, to serve him in a way that respects him and uplifts him and encourages him? How can I make his or her day better, whatever the relationship is? How can I bless and encourage and love them? And when we do that, it shifts that focus off of ourselves. So they were the 4 main emotions that I wanted to share with you today: gratitude, curiosity, acceptableness or sufficiency, and service and love. I hope this has been helpful. I hope some of these examples and thoughts have been a bit relatable to you and been something that you can be like, yeah, actually, I'm going to try that next time I'm in one of those stuck places. Maybe you're in that right now. Try it out. Give it a go. If you find that you're still getting stuck or you want some help, just playing with some different examples of thoughts that can help step you into that feeling, because ultimately it is our thoughts, what we are focusing on with our mind, that causes us to feel those certain ways. So what sometimes it really helps is to brainstorm, what are some other thoughts that I can believe with my whole heart that can help me to feel these other emotions, especially when I'm stuck in the toxic thoughts and I'm feeling in this negativity. How can I shift out of that to feel these other feelings? Okay, so if you need some help just thinking of some other thoughts, some possibility thoughts, then reach out to me. I would love to give you some examples. I'd love to chat with you and work with you through that. I offer a free coaching curiosity call where it's up to you what we can focus on in that half an hour, where you can get curious about what coaching is like and if it's something that would be perfect for the season of life that you're finding yourself in. So if that's you, then reach out, send me an email, send me a message on Instagram or Messenger. I would love to connect with you. And please like and subscribe to this video so you can be updated when I put out new videos. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm praying for you. Also, write in the comments below if there is anything I can be specifically praying and encouraging you for. Send me a private message. If you don't want anyone else to see, that's fine. Praying for all of you that are watching this. And I hope and pray that you have a blessed week, and I will talk to you again next week.